In this short clip, we are going to discuss the difference between a traditional notary public and a remote online notary public. So what we're going to do is we're first going to talk about the steps for visiting a traditional in-person notary public, and then we're going to move into what it's like to visit or interact with a remote online notary public. So for a traditional in-person notary public, the first thing you would need to do is to locate the notary public. Now, whether that be through a bank, a post office, a friend, an internet search, however it may be, you need to locate one. Then you potentially may need to schedule some time to meet with that notary public, depending on the venue in which you choose to visit a traditional online or traditional notary public. And then you would need to physically go to the location, wherever that may be, if you have to drive, walk, whatever. Then you would potentially have to patiently wait in line until your turn or until that notary public is available. And you would have to produce a photo ID. And you would also produce the copy of the document that is completed but not signed. Now, after that, the notary public will review the document. They're going to review your photo ID, and then they're going to document all the information that they need to document in their notary journal, which is required for most states for their notary publics to keep up with the transactions that they complete. Now, once all those things have successfully occurred, then your notary public will have you sign the document, and then they will sign the document, and they will either emboss or stamp the document depending on the state requirements for notary publics. And after that, they will have you sign the journal that they have to keep the documented transaction in. And in some states, they might actually have you produce your thumbprint. You might have to put your thumbprint on there as well. So it just kind of depends on the requirements of each state, as they all have different requirements for tracking what types of documents are being notarized. Now, after you perform all of these tasks, you may then be asked to pay a fee, which is not uncommon. And those fees will vary based off of the notary and the type of transaction that you are having notarized. Now, that's kind of in a short nutshell the information if you visit a traditional in-person notary. So now let's take a look at what it looks like to visit a remote online notary. Okay, so first off, the one key difference is you can be anywhere in the world. You can be at any location anywhere in the world in order to connect with a remote online notary. You would then have to update your document, your completed document, but not signed. You could either choose to schedule an appointment at that point, or you could choose to go ahead and meet immediately with the notary public. So let's say you chose to go ahead and meet right away with the notary public because it's kind of a last minute thing. You didn't know you have to get this document done, which happens a lot. So you can choose to meet with a online notary at that point, and you will then be asked to upload a copy of your photo ID because we have to know who you are, and then to answer a few short questions related to who you are as an individual, which is really important to the security of the process for doing this online, which is why some folks and some experts say that remote online notarization could actually potentially be more secure than even in person because of those questions that you have to answer that are specific to you that no one else should have the answers to. So once you're done with all that, you will then connect with the online notary. You will then ask to show your ID again on video so they can just verify one more time that you are who you say you are. And at that point, the notary will review the document, have you sign it virtually, then the notary will sign the document and then stamp it electronically. After that, you'll be sent back to your dashboard and asked to pay the small fee for the document and then have access to the document immediately. Now, some of the things that are pluses for remote online notarization over traditional in-person notarization is, first off, there's less steps. If you notice that, it's certainly more convenient. Some experts say it's more secure even, and it's faster. Many times it's faster, and you are doing it from any location, so it's convenient for you. And there's a lot of advantages in addition to that, but that's just short some of the advantages to remote online notarization versus in-person traditional notarization. Now, one caveat that I do have to say is that remote online notaries does not always take the place of a traditional notary public, because there are some documents that remote online notaries are unable to legally notarize, so that would still require you to go into see a traditional notary public. Now, those items are listed on most of the websites, and almost on like the frequently asked questions. And if you're unsure, then your virtual notary public will definitely have that conversation with you. However, that is a small number of documents that are not able to be notarized remotely. And we at Aimnotary believe that we provide a secure and a convenient way for you to notarize most of your documents, and that we are a complement to the traditional in-person notary publics. So whether it's your first time notarizing a document or you've notarized many documents, at Aimnotary we feel like that we offer a secure and convenient way to help you to notarize a majority of your documents. And we want you to check us out at www.aimnotary.com or on your Apple or Play Store. Download our app.